Hello again, rabid internet fan base. Welcome back to the Hemingway Land YouTube channel. So before I get to the no doubt important land-related business this week, it's that time of year again where I'd like to provide a public service for you, our loyal viewers, by alerting you to a very special day coming up on the calendar this time next week. And for those of you who've been watching these videos for a long time, you'll know exactly where I'm going with this. Yes, that's right, people. It's that time of year again. Next Friday, the 3rd day of June, is National Donut Day. So nothing fires up the neurons in the pleasure center of my brain quite like baked goods, and assuming that at least some of you are like me in that respect, I'd like to give everyone a 1-week heads up on this so as you have time to, number one, perhaps place a special order for that day, but more to the point, number two, so as you have the next week to prepare your diet accordingly, a little extra cardio, maybe skip some carbs this week, so on and so forth. And I do this because, of course, the donut and most of the food industries are terrible about alerting people in advance to whatever, National Pizza Day, National Pie Day, National Cake Day. Generally, you never find these things out until you're about halfway through the day and have already made dinner plans, and then somebody's like, oh, by the way, I saw this on Twitter. And I think we can all agree it's just a terrible system. So what I'm doing here is a little public service, which we like to do here at Hemingway Land. Now, as always, guys, I do like to put in a plug for the local Vegas donut place, Pink Box Donuts, a business that is really leagues above the competition, both the diversity of their selection as well as in how aesthetically pleasing their creations are to look at, as you can see here. I will admit they relied a little too heavily on chocolate and mint, barf, in recent Donut of the Month recipes, but they're back to including strawberries and coconut, delicious coconut. And thus, I'm putting a plug in for them. So if any of you are in Vegas next week, or really ever, you should check them out because they're fantastic. Additionally, guys, within the past few months, I've become aware of a local baker that specializes in Filipino-inspired desserts, quote-unquote, called Purple Potato. Purple Potato, I love saying that, which makes these delicious pulveron donuts you see pictured here. And I know many of you are thinking, foreign food, it can't possibly be good. But these things they are spectacular. It is heaven in your mouth, guys. It's basically a softball-sized amount of cream filling inside the donut, more than what you'll find in the average American pastry. And the standouts here are the strawberry, the leche flan, the calamansi, and the ube. The ube, that's the purple one. All of them really, really great. I got some other types of donuts on the menu, which you'll see pictured here. Regrettably, however, this is one of these home-based bakeries, so they don't have a brick-and-mortar store that you could just stop in any time of the day. They only do deliveries, and they only do them twice a week. So it's a little hard to get this stuff, but well worth the effort, I promise. So if you do make a trip out to Vegas, try to schedule a delivery to your hotel. Seriously, it's really good. Anyway, guys, leave some comments below on what your favorite donut places are, where you live, and what flavors you'll be looking forward to indulging in within the next week. And with all that out of the way, special thanks to all our loyal customers. So, as noted last week, the month of May has been a little hokey poke around these parts, people. That said, we have recently had some sales starting off in New Mexico, and more specifically, Valencia County, where we sold some land to Carlisa, Travis, David, and returning customer, and really one of the Hemingway Land All-Stars, always leaves a comment here on the YouTube channel, Yashua. Special thanks to all of those people. Additionally, guys, in Nevada, we sold that big 10-acre property to another one of our returning customers, another one of the Hemingway Land All-Stars, Raquel. Raquel, like pretty much all the property she has purchased from us, bought that and elected to close outside of escrow. Which means we don't have to wait until the end of summer to actually get paid. So special thanks to Raquel. And, of course, to all of our buyers. With all that said, people, going live on the website this week, we are back in ba-boom, Apache County with these two properties you see located here in the Hacienda San Juan subdivision, which we profiled just a few weeks ago. Now, I will confess, people, this is what I like to call a bye week. It's a bye week, as in buy me some time because I've got deals falling through and a website we're trying to redesign, and I'm spread a little thin at this point. So we had to go with some properties this week that didn't require any writing, research, or video recording. So we moved these up in the release calendar. Of course, I was going to wait until some of the others sold first, but, best laid plans. Whatever the case, guys, these two lots, very similar to the others that we've already listed, starting off with this one right here, which, as you can see, is not only just outside the county seat of St. John's in the same subdivision as the other properties, but on the same street as well. Whatever the case, this one, like the others, has paved road access, underground utilities very close by, a utility easement along the back end of the property, along with some fencing, And of course, the major selling point is that this region is very light on restrictions, no HOA, no covenants, and very, very laid-back zoning. That's the first one. Now, the second one is, believe it or not on the same street, but about 2 miles west at the other end of the subdivision. This one is very similar to all the other lots we've listed out here, though it does have some minor differences. Important, of course, if you are looking to compare and contrast these. For instance, the roads over here are not paved, but rather are of a well-maintained dirt gravel consistency. The power is not on the property itself, but rather about 300 feet east at a neighboring parcel. And because there are no immediate neighbors, there is no fencing on any of the boundaries of this parcel. All that aside, the underground telecom lines are present on the property, and hence this one should only be a scooch harder to develop than the other lots. And as always, people, we like to point out that all these 1 acre parcels are priced the same at $7,000 and have the easy financing option of $3,000 down and $250 a month with 180 days same as cash. Hit the lottery in the next 6 months, and you pay no more than the cash price. Anyway, that's the most we've got for you this week. Coming up next week, however, we will be returning to the Silver State with multiple new properties in a new county. Find out which one in next week's video. Between now and then, guys, enjoy your weekend, get ready for the donuts, and thanks as always for watching. See you next week.